My name is Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, and the honoree was my daddy.
My name is Bentley Mills, next to the youngest brother.
Hi, I'm Timothy Mills, and the honoree was my oldest brother.
My name is Gary Purcell. I am a contemporary jazz guitarist, and I'm a close friend of Fred Funki Mills.
He was a funk artist. He has played with some of your favorites.
He was well known for his funkiness.
His name was Funky, for goodness sake. Like, that was his stage name. So I feel like everything within the funk genre he embodied. He went from just being different, standing out, just creating the music, going from different influences, really understanding that my parents love Stevie Wonder, hence my name is Stevie. Like, this was very much ingrained in him and very much ingrained in the music that he created. I think that without funk, he may not have found himself.
He made a difference in the musical community. He collaborated with so many different artists.
I think that he was a lot of people's favorite musician, and I think that they just really believed in his tutelage in music. I know people who are younger than me who said that he impacted them. I know people who are still in the club scene, the music scene, who my father had some sort of mentoring, whether it's formal or informal, with them, because they've told me that.
I guess that's why people love him, because he was always where music was. To put food on the table, a lot of times he found work in that same field, not as a musician, but sometimes as the manager, sometimes as the door person, sometimes as the host at different venues.
He definitely started in what he would call the metropolitan city of Reidsville, North Carolina. He always put on for Reidsville. That is something that you will know about my father. What brought him to Greensboro was definitely family. And family was something huge for us. Family is something that he honored.
Fred had a major impact as a Black artist here in the Greensboro area. His individuality that he brought to the community.
Everybody talking, they don't know how. Should've seen the bull when they fought the cow. Fought so hard that it got a little slow. But then the man is running like a
People person, Black people person, in the hood person.
The Black experience was something that he embodied. He did not play about Blackness. He wanted to make sure that everybody knew how important being Black was.
I don't care who it was. Who your mama? Who your daddy? What's your people name? Yeah, I know them. Yeah. So that is it. You know, never met a stranger. I love that about him. It was grocery store, barbershop, going anywhere we was at. I mean, you was gonna know Fred was there, whether you knew him or not.
The fact that he was ingrained into the music, and music was a medium that he utilized to really touch people.
He was the person that you would look up to as far as speaking yourself, being yourself.
He didn't have a filter. Fred was gonna be Fred Funki Mills at all times. If he felt that it wasn't right,
If he thought it came out.
and the verbiage was the verbiage.
I'm pretty sure that brutal honest has had a couple of doors closed in his face. So.
Because of all the things that he went through in his life, you know, coming through civil rights movement and being a war veteran, he felt like he could say what he wanted to say.
He was different. He was a unique artist who stood the test of time, and he played for over 50 years before he couldn't play anymore. I definitely think he had some burdens that he had to overcome in his life that literally when he stopped having to play for health reasons, that I could see a change in him. I was worried about that time specifically because I'm like, what do you do when you've done this all your life? What do you do when you cannot do it? He lived for the stage. He would come alive on the stage.
But he was going to perform. And he was going to wow the crowd. And
I believe that he was a beacon. His talent that God had given him, his God-given talent, his gift. And he always let his gift shine. When Fred was in any place where music was happening that people knew that he was actually present. It didn't matter if he was on the stage or he was off the stage. All he had to do was show up and his light would shine bright and people would levitate to him. And if he did get a chance to grace the stage during that time, it was an experience that people could take with them for the rest of their lives.
All of the musicians, all of the artists that I've met in the past 30 years, just being around my brother. It's really an unfathomable number of artists that he has influenced, has dealt with, played with. I mean, big name artists have come into town and I've been able to go backstage because the band knew Fred.
The advice that I believe my father would give to young artists, I believe that he would tell you to go ahead and be the most amazing version of yourself. Go ahead and make sure that you are the person who you always dreamt to be. He would probably say some choice words and some colorful words with that, but that would be the core message.
Be truthful to yourself and everybody else to see it.
Never give up and don't stop. No matter what the adversities are in front of you. Because one thing, you may hear this a lot, it is that it all begins with the gift. And from the gift, if you know that that gift is true and that it's a gift from God, then you can never leave it on the table.
His favorite line that will stick with me for the rest of my life. And it's just him. And it was, see you in the funny papers. No, it's a family thing. You know, he said it to everyone. But Fred was a character. The person was one of his main goals was put a smile on your face, make you laugh.
The impact and the last words that I would give regarding my daddy, I think that he left this world free. I really do. I feel like he left this world with his job complete. I feel like, yes, we wanted him to stay a lot longer. All of us, not just myself, but many people here wanted him to stay a lot longer. But at the end of the day, if you ever met Fred Funky Mills, you know that he touched you, he impacted you, and he changed your life. And that's what I want everybody to know, to realize that you have to do the same thing. And I think he would tell you that too.
What's all you gotta do? So if you feel the need, let me show you another thing. Is it recording? Good.
As I always say, right on, get down, be funky, and I'll see you in the funny pages.